You had that power to get me out 20 years ago and you didn't say anything? You let me sit here? How do you live with yourself? 20 years!
The incident started just one day earlier. A female investor mysteriously disappeared inside a financial building. Security footage showed she was forcibly dragged into a restroom. However, after the police searched the entire building, they only found traces of injury inside a trash bin. At that moment, the security manager suddenly mentioned the cleaning cart was about to leave. Luckily, Odafin arrived in time and forced the cart to stop. In the end, they could only confirm that the woman lost life. The moment Elliot saw the body, he noticed something unusual. It felt like the suspect knew she would take that hallway, and even the timing of the power outage seemed too perfect. He was also extremely familiar with the building layout. He even knew the exact schedule of the cleaning cart. So Elliot concluded this had to be planned by someone on the inside. Right then, Detective John revealed another coincidence. He pulled up a case from 20 years ago. John found that both victims were dragged into a restroom, then discarded inside a trash bin. Even the marks on their necks were exactly the same. But the suspect Daniel had already been arrested, and had been in a detention facility for 20 years. To find out if the suspect had an accomplice, Elliot went to the detention facility, but there he uncovered a shocking secret.
I'm not going to admit to what I didn't do.
They found semen inside her that matched your blood type.
Except it wasn't mine. I was convicted before there was DNA. Take a swab from me. Compare it. If I raped Nancy, if I killed her, then why would I ask you to do this?
After hearing this, Elliot realized the case was far more complicated. If Daniel was not the mastermind from 20 years ago, then the real attacker was still out there. Soon Elliot tracked down Morgan, the CEO of the financial company, but Morgan blamed everything on the victim's ex-husband. He claimed that after their divorce, the ex-husband had been harassing her, and she had even filed a restraining order against him. With this lead, Elliot immediately questioned the ex-husband, but when he saw his ex-wife's memorial photo, his reaction clearly showed he had no idea what happened. Elliot quickly realized he was not the attacker. Still not wanting to miss anything, he continued to question him. Unexpectedly, he learned another truth.
Please, why would I kill her?
The same reason she got a restraining order against you. You're obsessed.
I was pissed. She was banging that sleazeball boss of hers, Morgan. I followed them. I wanted Renee out of my life. But not like this.
This made Elliot raise his suspicion on Morgan. However, things were not that simple. Soon Olivia discovered both victims had been financial advisors for Morgan, and both of them had planned to quit before they passed away. Coincidentally, both cases happened after a stock market crash. Just when everyone was stuck with no direction, John made another discovery.
Richard Morgan's broke. Morgan's books show investments totaling almost $800 million, but all his accessible bank accounts show that he only has $5 million on deposit.
So he would have been wiped out if one of his big clients cashed out.
Or a bunch of smaller ones. We called some of them. Morgan's been stalling on paying them back.
Sounds like he went to the Bernie Madoff School of Investing.
Makes sense to me.
That's more than enough motive to murder Nancy Pierce and Renee Simmons.
They both worked in accounting. They both had access to his books. They must have stumbled onto his Ponzi scheme.
With a clear lead, Elliot took action immediately. Even though Morgan's lawyer threatened to sue them for defamation, Elliot still pushed forward and brought him to court. But what no one expected was right before the trial, an elderly man who had lost all his money to Morgan suddenly appeared, and then Morgan was attacked by him. They thought that after Morgan's passing away, Daniel's innocence could no longer be proven. But after witnessing Morgan's passing away, and seeing the memorial photos of the victims, the lawyer finally revealed a long-hidden secret.
I realized Richard murdered Renee Simmons on Friday afternoon, after he did it, because he told you. He didn't have to, but I knew. Because I knew 22 years ago, he murdered Nancy Pierce.
With her cooperation, they quickly found the tool used in the crimes. The karate black belt used to restrict breathing clearly had the victim's DNA on it. Even the DNA from the victim 20 years ago was on it. At that moment, Daniel's wrongful conviction was finally cleared.
Richard Morgan. He killed Nancy. Both their DNA was on the karate belt that he used to strangle her.
How did you find out?
Because I gave it to them.
You're Morgan's attorney.
Until he was killed 2 nights ago.
Did you know Richard killed Nancy? Did you know that Richard killed Nancy? You knew. You knew, and you didn't say anything.
The law says I couldn't.
The law? You had that power to get me out 20 years ago and you didn't say anything? You let me sit here? How do you live with yourself? 20 years!
Soon Daniel was declared not guilty and released, and he received compensation for 20 years of wrongful imprisonment. Morgan's lawyer also faced the consequences she deserved. If she had come forward earlier, the later victims would not have lost life. In the end, the lawyer was convicted as an accomplice and sent to a detention facility.